well. Welcome back, I guess I should say. Believe. Check audio. Yep, audio is fine and dandy. Good to go, it seems. We are here at Canada in Montreal, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. People deducing, please say something, nothing's gone wrong. I don't know if something's gone wrong on my end. Is no one going out on purpose, or is it I'm just kind of just looking right now, keeping an eye out just in case something has happened, but I haven't been told anything as of yet. No one just seems to be going out. This is thrilling gameplay. Yeah, all we had is someone disconnect, it seems. Hopefully oh wait, no, people are coming out. We've got a Ferrari and a McLaren and a Alpine. Yeah, everyone's coming out now. Has people just had issues loading in, it seems? I don't know. But we've got a bunch of people out. So, hold on. I'm turning down my audio, Jesus. Sorry if you like the bloody things, but I cannot hear myself. And I looked over last stream and stuff like that, and it was quite quiet. My voice was quite quiet, so I'll change that. But first car on track. This is a lovely camera shot of the barriers. Here's Tom Taylor, reserving here once again on his wheel, I believe it is. Got a good result last race in Silverstone in Great Britain. Gonna try and recreate that. It is a wet race today, full wets throughout the whole race. Qualifying is dry, it's overcast, it's a bit of cloud, so track temperature is going to be lower, so people will have cooler tyres, so not as much grip as you would want. But I'm going to go on board with Tom here for the first lap on the mediums. Probably just setting a sighting lap out, just getting to grips with stuff like that. But keeping it clean, missing the apex on turn 3 there though. Keeping it away from barriers and on track, that would be preferable. Good at getting out of the way just in time. DRS active now. We've got another disconnect in Jono. Hopefully he can get back in at some point. He validates, that's unlucky for him. But I believe it was a McLaren behind. No, it wasn't a McLaren. Was it the Alpine or the? No, it's the other McLaren. Alvin Curry, our championship leader, I believe it was. Yes, it was. He will be setting our first lap of the evening, unless something changes within this final sector here. Obviously, the Wall of Champions is famous for, well, taking out cars, and also it's a very easy place to invalidate. He keeps it clean though. Up to the line on the softs, that's first lap, 10.2. Not the best of laps. You kind of want to be into the 9s. Anywhere into the 9s is a good lap. Tom Vibin says 10.1, but to be honest, with those 9s, they will be coming later in the session. He lets the AlphaTauri through. There's a Red Bull coming through as well. He needs to get out of the way of that. He's just there, needs to move quickly before he doesn't get disqualified. Chizzo, the Red Bull sets a 10.6. Poppy sets a 10 seconds dead. That's a good race. Good lap from him. Obviously, I probably should go over what else they're saying their first laps. MSC sets a first lap in the 9s, 9.8. Currently a Merc 1-2 for them too. But I'm just trying to look at the standings whilst also I'll go on board with Trems, why not, for the rest of this lap whilst I talk about the standings. Standings wise, we have Oven Curry 23 points in the lead, so he hasn't won it just yet, but he can win it today if he scores, I believe it is, hold on, maths, 4 points I think it's 25 for a win here, 26 for a win. So if he scores, so max points is 29, so if he scores 6, yeah, 6 points over Poppy, he has become the tier 2 drivers champion. But other than that, constructors, got on board with someone else now, got on board MJG's on the lap, I've gone on board with him whilst I talk about constructors here. Constructors wise, it's very close to the top. McLaren, Haas, Mercedes and Ethan Ferrari all with a shout of the constructors. McLaren leading currently on 165 points, Haas 3 behind on 162, Mercedes 158 and Ferrari 153. MJG sets a 12.4, not the best of laps, good says 12.8, he's going into the pits though. Other than that, Tom Taylor, he's on a lap. Trems, EKG has just started his lap. Got Thunders on a lap. MJG is on another lap. I'll go on board with Tom because he's fine. We're on the final corner now. Gets a bit squirrely there, but he keeps it out of the wall. Sets a 11.5. Goes P7. Definite room for improvement there from him. Ooh, that's a bit of a collision there from the Williams and the Haas, I believe that was. Other than that, Storm coming up to the second sector split, 43 dead. I probably should have kept in mind marks, or MSCs I should say, second sector splits, but Tarmax splitting the Mercedes in two. There goes P2 on the front row. EKG Storm Kings coming to the line to set his first lap in the Alfa Romeo. The only Alfa Romeo here today, I believe it is, yes. He goes P9 with a 12.6. There's a bunch of cars back here. Them two on our laps. Trems, I believe that is the sole Aston Martin today. He's coming up to his lap. He's invalidated. Never mind. Scorps on a lap, I believe, as well. Got Thunder. I'll look at him as he crosses the line. Well, yeah, this could be an interesting race. Full wet, so there's going to be. Ooh, he takes a hit to the wall though. Still keeps his lap valid, but that will lost him a chunk of time. 10.8 for him, goes P7 just ahead of the Ferrari. Dr. Pepper seems to be struggling with track limits here. He's just set a lap which is invalidated. Scorp 41, literally 41 flat, literally. Ooh, that was a very nice last chicane. Little nick on the wall. 9.2. Jesus, he has set the pace, definitely. What has happened here? Ooh, that was close. But that was a blinder of a lap from GX Score. That could be. I'm not sure if people will beat that. Tom's vibing though. Goes 7 tenths quicker than his previous times. That's 9.5. At this rate, with Track Evolution, could see some, maybe a high 8 You never know. Poppy 5/10 up on his time through sector 1, I believe that was. How much time has he gained through sector 2 though? He's lost some time there, down to 4/10. His Mercedes teammate though give him the juicy slipstream down the back straight. Or no, this is not. No, this isn't the back straight. The other DRS is the back straight. I don't know what to call this one. Just it's a straight. I guess. A little bit hesitant on turning, gets a bit squirrely on the exit though. Keeps it in a straight line. Comes up to the line. Goes sets a 9.7. Could have been quicker. Could have been challenging Tom's 5 for the front row, but it lost that some time on the exit at the final corner. Chizzo's invalidated. Pantalon Gooders is on a lap. He's just thinking. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll look back at that later. Trems has just died his lap as well. GX Scorp is on the in lap. Poppy on the in lap. Mark MOC is on a lap, I believe. Keep an eye on the second sector split. Pantalon getting out of the way just in time. He's got Gooders behind him as well. We need to keep an eye on him as well. Nearly 2/10 up on his time. That would bring him ahead of his teammate and challenging Tom's Vibin in the Haas for the front row. Not close enough to the AlphaTauri GX Scorp though. Gonna have to go quickly through the final chicane here. He is keeping on time. Keep an eye on the person behind as well. It's as good as he goes P2 9.3. He gained a lot of time through that final sector. Good as though coming up to the line for his run. Says 11.2 puts him into the top 10 there. Good lap from him. Well, not the best of, but still improvement. So that's all that matters. Tarmac down in his time. Not sure if he'll be able to gain it through that. We'll keep an eye on that on the left hand side. I'm going to switch to the gaps right now. So top 5 all within a second of the leader, and it goes down from P5 to P8, no P9 all within 2 seconds, and then 2 seconds down is 10th downwards. Tarmac's into the pits. Obviously he wasn't able to gain the time back. He lost on his lap. Trem still not to set a lap. He's had some good results this season. His rookie season, I believe it is as well, here in VFL. He's had some good results and coming through the pack, I should say. He's over the one in Austria, I believe it was. Coming through from, like, I think it was P15 or something like that, around there to P3, like taking the last podium's position. That was a very good race. Comes around the final corner now, very good line through there, gets the bit of a back end kick, keeps on track though, sets a 10.1, nearly into the 9s for himself. That's P6 for the Aston Martin. That's a very good race from him. Very good lap, I should say, not race. We haven't done the race yet. Just looking through now. The only people on laps right now, God Thunder and Chizzo, who God Thunder's down this time by 2.5 tenths. Chizzo is fractionally down this time. He goes deep through there, goes on the grass through the right hander as well. That's going to lose him time, surely. God Thunder has invalidated his lap. Yellow flags ahead. I believe that is Trems with low fuel. Yeah, Chizzo's backed out of his lap. Clearly lost a lot of time there through that second sector. I was hoping to see it, so let's see how much exactly. MJG millisecond up on his time. We'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. I've got on board with Tom Taylor here. Actually, oh, never mind. I'll go on board with Dr. Pepper, since he is on a lap, I believe that this is, and he hasn't set one right now, sitting at P15 currently. Where can he jump to with this lap? Just needs to keep it valid through this final sector. Not the best of lines. Could carry a lot more speed through there. but he jumps up to P11, just outside the top 10, behind Pantalon in the Alpine. Not the best of laps on McLaren, especially since they are the current leaders of the Constructors' Championship, but everything can change in the race, especially with this track. It's in full wets, plus penalties around here is massive, I should say. Tarmac starting his lap, I can't see because of the yellow flags how long is left there. Yep, it will probably be 1 or 2 runs left for everyone coming out of the pits. This will be their last runs. Tom Taylor coming out to the line. How much of improvement? 1.3 seconds improvement, puts him P7, directly behind his Ferrari teammate. Chizzo 6/10 up through the second sector. He's invalidated though, unlucky for him. Dr. Pepper is going for a back. Oh, he doesn't have the ERS though. Oh, that's unlucky. He's still going for it. He's still going for it, but he's going to lose a lot of time on that final sector. I'll keep an eye on it here. Yeah, millisecond up. Not enough. Oh, that's a big hit. That is a big hit for Tom Taylor. My God. I switched to that camera quick. That camera at a good time. Jesus, bloody Christ. Oh, Gooder's going backwards. He must have lost it through the final chicane, or get off that. But Tarmac's moving up to P3. Sorry I didn't get his lap in time, but you can still see that he get 5/10 improvement. Push up to P3. MOC gets the slipstream from his teammate here. 2/10 off in his time already. This will bring him up ahead of Scorp. Will we see a driver here today sneak into the 8s? Poppy peels off after giving him the slipstream, keeping it clean through the final chicane. Keeping it out of the Wall of Champions. Comes up to the line. He doesn't sneak into the 8s. But still goes pole with a 9.114. 800ths between the two drivers, and I believe Scorp won't get another lap. So I don't know who exactly. Tom's vibing on an out lap. He could make an upset here. 4/10 though. Tarmac, I'm not sure if he'll be able to get there in time. He has the ERS. Poppy on a lap now, I believe. Keep an eye on that, but a Haas and a Ferrari are the two men to watch right now. Evan Curry goes P6, just ahead of Trems. I don't think, did Tarmac get it? Or am I just desynced? I can't tell. I'm probably desynced for like 30 seconds, because that's normally what happens. Oh, Tom's 5 minutes to wall though. Not the best time, 2/10 down already. Tarmax, he's invalidated. Invalidated this next lap, must have getting a rush. Hoppy 2/10 improvement, but doesn't move, I don't believe. He stays in P5. Here's his teammate still on provisional pole. That, I'm sorry about that, Poppy. Couldn't switch quick enough. Tarmax, did Tom? Yeah, Tom's backed out of his lap. He's invalidated now. Score. I can't tell if I'm desynced because yeah, people have finished, but people in the pit haven't. So I'm just confused. I believe there's like still maybe a minute or two. I don't know. I guess we'll... Actually, no, never mind. It's just finished. Okay, qualifying is just finished now. Yeah, people are retiring. Okay, so I was like a minute and a half desynced. Brilliant. But, I believe... I don't know if anyone's actually on laps. Validated. Pits. Pits already. Validated. Chizzo improved his time just then. Or did he? I don't know. He's saying a different time to what his fastest is. But it's only a millisecond, so I don't actually know. I'll say he improved his time. There you go. Chizo goes P8. I think it was a 0.3 improvement, I believe. But other than that, everyone's coming around for their in-laps. This definitely puts a spanner in the works for constructors, definitely. Drivers, it's... I mean... Poppy is ahead, is ahead of his championship rival, Oven Curry, but only by one position, which can easily be gained on the race start. But we'll see. Either one could spin and it's either championship over or championship spread wide open. It's one of the two, and I guess we'll have to wait until it happens. But yeah, GX Score coming into the pits. That is qualifying over, as we see the Mercedes on pole. Whack him in the W13, he'll whack it on pole here, definitely. MOC LFC with a rapid lap 109.114. GX Score on the front row behind him in the Alpha Tower, and then we've got Tarmax and Thomas vibing on the second row. Poppy and Oven Curry, the two championship rivals in the drivers standings, on the third row together. Trems doing a good performance there, putting his Aston Martin in P7. Chizo in Red Bull P8. Tom Taylor and God Thunder rounding out the top 10. Then we've got Pantalon, Dr Pepper, Gooders, MJG, Storm Kings, Jono and Pudnick rounding out the grid for today. Don't believe there wasn't any penalties. I didn't see any penalties, so I guess we'll find out once we get into the race. In the meantime, I'll do what I need to do. There we go. There's the rain. Just like home. Yeah, so the strategy for today will probably be the one stop, depending on safety cars. I don't think the weather is going to die down on the forecast beforehand. What the drivers get, the forecast doesn't die down throughout the race, but I believe we play it on dynamics, so it could still change. I don't know if we play on perfect or dynamic. If it's on dynamic it can change, if it's on perfect it can't change. But I guess we'll find out as later in the race. But everyone should be on the wets. Yep. They'll be idiotic if they're not on the wets. So I don't really need to keep that up, but I'll keep lap data up, keep full track map up. And I'll turn the HUD off and let the people watch. Not really too much to talk about on this formation lap. No really differing strategies. Everyone's going to be on the same strategy. Wet. It'll probably be the one stop. Boxing, probably like halfway there. The undercut is something here that you can use, especially if you can go into clean air, because the but DRS trains are actually no DRS. Remember, I completely forgot there'll be no DRS because it's raining. But so the undercut will be more powerful here, most likely, because you don't have the DRS to aid you on the overcut. MJG is disqualified. Guess we'll find out later what that was for. Probably just missing braking zones or something like that. The usual with disqualifications on this game. But bring the HUD back on now as they'll be forming the grid. What has happened back there? Pudnick going slowly disqualified from the thing. Must be having wheel issues, it seems. Yep, and my suspicions gets... Well, there is. It's lap 17 to 25 for the one stop, 11 to 25 and 22 to 34 for the two stop. That's a bit of a... Boxing lap 34, it's a bit of a weird strategy, but fair enough. Safety cars are going to be something around here. I'm going to go Gordon Tam. Actually, I'm going to go Tom Zweiben here. Sitting in P4, we can get a good... Actually, no, I'll go Tarmax. So you can see a good representation of the two drivers ahead. 3, 4, 5 lights are on. And it's lights out and away we go. That is a massive deciding thing as Poppy gets a drive through, but he does jump up to the front. GX Scorp gets the better launch as MOC tucks in behind him. Tom's vibing. Gets pushed in, gets a snap of roasted. Tarmax goes through on him, but is Poppy by GX Scorp. Well, not really, but yes. Then MOC, then Tarmax, then Tom's vibing. Trems, Tom Taylor. Let's see, has anyone made any big positions on that start? Chizzo having issues at the back. Gooders making up of good places. Same with Jono and Pudnick, all moving up 4 positions. Jono on the outside of Pantalon. Pantalon goes to the inside. Can't make the move stick. People moving up all over the place. 2 people down the inside of Oven Curry there. He gets forced off track. God Thunder, God Thunder. Ooh! So almost losing the rear. Gooders having to take avoiding action. Same with Dr. Pepper there. Everyone losing the rear. No grip on these wet compounded tyre, but the front runners are away. 3-second gap as Tom Taylor doesn't get the best of exits through the final chicane. MJG is boxing now, most likely for wing damage. Poppy not serving his drive through though. Gonna come out on clean air, but kind of still wants to make that gap, maybe get as close as he can to the drives behind whilst they are quite slow. GX Scorp back up to P2 now. Okay. I do not know what's going on. But we'll see how it goes. Poppy in the lead with his drive through though, but it's Tom Taylor. Incident back there. Tom Taylor has a severe collision with Dr. Pepper. Any damage for either of them? Dr. Pepper does have damage. Tom Taylor, on the other hand, does not have visual damage. So Dr. Pepper will probably be boxing unless he can handle with damage. Pantalon and Gooders going at it. Then that's God Thunder, I believe that was. Yes. Losing the grip again. Oh, hits the clips the rear left. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. God Thunder is out as a VSC. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is the biggest stroke of luck I have ever seen. Poppy serving his drive through when he was in the pits as the VSC came out. He serves his drive through and only comes out P7 instead of being behind everyone else, as Pudnick picks up a drive through as well. Oh my god. I think he's got 2 drive throughs now. I mean, he clearly just doesn't care at this point. But it is now GX Scorp, the Alpha Tauri, as he picks up another drive. You're gonna get disqualified. Fair enough. Thought that was gonna happen. Well. But we are giving flag running once again. GX Scorp is away and leading MOC. We've got Tarmax in third. Tom's vibing. Trem's already got a... Trem's got a drive through. MJG has also got a drive-through. There's many drive-throughs already. Trem's not lucking out like Poppy did this time. Poppy moving back up to P6, right behind his championship rival. It's going to be a bit of a battle between these two. But, on the other hand, kind of got, well, the closest gap right now is these two for battle for P3, I guess you could say. God Thunder, after his crashes, left the session. So unlucky from him, losing the rear out of the chicane, then clipping the rear left of Pantalon after trying to control it, causing him to spin, hitting the wall. Pudnick, yeah, with his drive-throughs is now gone. Yeah, but yeah, MJG is in the pits. Yellow flag once again in sector 1. I don't exactly know what was that going for, but MJG gets back ahead of the Red Bull and the Ferrari coming out of the pits. Interesting to watch that back there. Pantalon, not really much to go on, like nobody side by side action right now. Never mind, there is Chizzo on the getting a snap of oversteer, it seems. GX Scorp sets the fastest lap, increasing his gap now out in front to 2 seconds. MOC seems to be, I'm not sure if he's the one who's struggling or if GX Scorp has just picked up some pace throughout and just got the better setup for the wet conditions. I expect everyone to be running a wet setup since the race is full wets. We'll be running higher downforce because of the rain. MSC might not have done, and GX Scorp might be. I don't know. We'll guess. We'll have to ask the drivers themselves. But the only battle going on right now, everyone's quite within a second of each, just outside of a second of each other or more. But the only battle really, the only two people within a second are Pantalon and Gooders right now. The Alpine and the Williams. Ooh, as Pantalon goes round, Keith nicks the wall. Minor damage maybe. It's Jono, EKG Storm Kings, Trems might get ahead of him on the edge of the straight. That is Pantalon around again, losing grip. That is definitely going to be wing damage now. Gooders picks up 3 seconds. Yeah, Trems does get the position. Pantalon falling back down to 11th. Now it is to Williams in P7 and P8. Jono up to P8. Let's look at position changes right now. He's up 8 positions. Storm up 6. That's very good from him. Trems into the box as well. Pantalon not seeming to take damage there. It was lucky from him. Thought he would have got minor damage unless he just wants to stay out, fix it later, do that one-stop strategy on these wet compounded tyres. You could probably take them 29 laps, but it will be ropes at the end of the race. Definitely. Everyone kind of just staying quite far away. Tom Slyman goes deep. There's a yellow flag in sector 1 as a safety car is pulled out. Did someone hit the wall? I think we found out who hit the wall. Yeah. Not having the best of days, Tom Taylor, as I was bigging him up for a good race last week. But safety car is going to bunch up all the packs. That gap what GX Scorp made on these opening 6 laps evaporated into dust, reduced to atoms, as one shall say. Chizzo just getting out ahead of him. Yeah, he's ahead of the safety car now. He'll be able to join the back of the pack. No one lapped just yet. People, I'm not sure if Chizzo has a full lap in the wets to catch up. I wouldn't be surprised if we might see some. Sorry about that. Little. Someone intervened, I guess, I should say. But, as I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if some people box under the safety car, get their mandatory pit stop out of the way. Because the wets aren't. They do go for a while, so it's not like you can't do this strategy and stuff like that. You can catch up to the end of the safety car and pretty much get a free pit stop. Is anyone gonna be boxing? No one seems to be boxing. Maybe going on the fact that the safety car will come out later. Never mind, someone is boxing. Jono. Yeah, people want to keep track position, it seems. So Jono was in P8. Obviously he doesn't have to buy to Delta right now, so he might get the Aston again. Or even the McLaren, I don't know. Ooh, he gets the Aston, I think. Yeah, he does get the Aston, so he only loses 3 positions for that pit stop. Now he's on the first set of wets. Let me see who has boxed so far. So everyone, so top 8 haven't boxed. Yeah, top 8 haven't boxed. Everyone else has. So Storm effective P1 currently. That is a surprise. People will be. Safety car will be in not this lap, next lap, I believe. I think it'll have to be. I think it'll have to go in. I'm not sure. People should catch up though. Oh, never mind. Safety car is in this lap. Oh boy. Wait. I'm not the only one who just saw that. Tom Taylor picks up 3 seconds. I'm not the only one who just saw safety car in this lap, but it didn't go in this lap. People seem to be having some squabbles right now. I'm a Tarmac 5 seconds, must probably get that removed because the incident just miscommunication, it seems. That'll probably get removed, but we go. You never know, could not be. Could have been his fault, but drivers at the back should. Oh, Storm did pick. He boxed again. So now Dr. Pepper is effective leader. I am very confused. Appreciate that comment. Thanks for the clarification. So they're coming this lap then? I'm guessing it's coming in this lap. Yep, it's heading into the pits. GX Squad will lead us away with his 1 bar connection. Obviously doesn't have to go until this isn't the nicest connections for MOC here. Well, Oven Curry making a move. All well, Poppy and Oven Curry are now battling out. I believe Oven Curry was initially ahead, so he retains his position. MJG moving ahead of the other McLaren. Jono ahead of the Aston Martin. Gooders now. Ooh, Jono goes down the inside of Pantalon. A little bit of wheel banging there. Pantalon now has the inside line. Gets closed off though. Trem's now coming down around the outside of both of them. A little bit more contact there between the two drivers. Trono appears ahead. His Trem's around though, must have got too early on the power. He drops down to 14th, make that 15th. Tom Taylor overtakes him. MJG and Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper goes wide. There's a contact between three cars there. Chizo, EKG and Dr. Pepper. Needs to be careful there. Score pulled over a second already to MOC. Seems this gap is going to be emerged quite quickly. Tarmac close behind MOC though, but with the rain it isn't the easiest to overtake. Tom Taylor has probably spun again and lost his wing. Oh, he hasn't this. Oh no, he's only lost part of it. Never mind. What was that? I saw something with Tarmac. 3 seconds. He already had the 5 seconds from the safety car overtake. Now he gets another 3 seconds for track limits. I'm surprised at the amount of penalties right now. I'm pretty sure we've seen more drive-throughs than we have track limits, which is, I'm not sure if that's worrying or if that's like normal. Tom Taylor is now always lost it, and there's another safety car. Dr. Pepper as well. Can I see backwards? No, I can't see it. Just it. Oh, damn it, I missed it. I should have gone back there, damn it. That's another safety car. Will people box this time? GX Scorp is heading in. MOC was thinking of stay out, but does go in. Tarmac goes in. Oven Curry picks up 3 seconds now. Tom's Vibin is now our leader of the race. Any weird strategies today? Doesn't look like it. Everyone going on to another set of the wet compound tyres. Now it's Tom's Vibin, Oven Curry and Poppy. Oh, front three now. We've got the two Williams in P4, P5. Trems hidden by Delta. He's going to lose a couple positions here. Yeah, he's lost to the two original leaders, I should say. Tarmac's behind him though. I wonder if did he change his front wing? No, just had a slow stop. F122 pit stop areas are now in this game as well. Let's see if anyone said anything. Oh, of course, yeah. I completely forgot the 5 seconds he had. Never mind. I completely forgot he got that. But Jono, who stopped earlier on the first safety car, who has made a stop as well, is now P1, effective P1. So Scorp has lost his lead to someone ahead, but it is a 4-lap difference, which on the wets I'm guessing is around about 10-12%, maybe 15 if you're driving like a lunatic. I don't know. Hopefully we don't have any more safety cars, because I've no idea what to talk about in this situation. I guess I could talk. What could I talk about? Has anything happened in the world of F1 recently? I guess there's the whole controversy with Mercedes and FIA, Red Bull and Ferrari, obviously, but when is that not happening? Gasly signed a new deal as well, which personally I'm happy about, him being my favourite driver. Oh, that's a good thing to talk about. I guess I could talk about my predictions for this race, but I mean we're halfway through, so safety car in this lap, so I guess I would probably. I mean, it depends really if there's another safety car, really. So, if there's another safety car, I could see. Depends when it is, really. If it's like lap 20, I could see like one of the front four to win. If not, I would say Jono or Scorp. Unless Mark and MSC can pull something out of his arse and keep up with Scorp, I don't know. But Tom's vibing is away and gone. Well, not really, but 3/10. Trem's in the pit once again as the safety car comes in. That's an interesting tactic, I will say. Chizzo making a move on EKG, Storm Kings, got on board with them. Chizzo on the outside here, keeping with it. Storm gets a kick of oversteer. Pantalon round the outside as well. He makes the move sticking to P10. Chizzo up to P9. No movement at the top right now. Never mind, there is. Jono and his teammate, Gooders. I'm not sure if that was anything strategical. Didn't really watch on how the move was. Greetings, Lem. Sorry, I saw that late. But could see Gooders now backing up the cars behind to let his teammates get away. Oh, that does put a screw in the tuner. MOC, after Scorp overtaking him into lap 1, but he might not stick it. Scorp coming back, has to back out of the move, couldn't get it done down the straight. You don't want to go side by side through there, especially in the wet conditions. But after losing the position to him on lap 1, he finally gets back past him on lap 14. This could swing a lot of things for the race at least, but the championship not really much changing. Oven Curry is sitting in P2, Poppy P3, but they both do have to pit. One mistake could swing the championship in either favour. MSC on all over the back of Gooders now though. Maybe a similar move inbound at the hairpin. I didn't expect the move, to be honest, last lap, so sorry I didn't catch it. I'm turning off tyres actually for now. We're looking for it. Gooders brakes quite late and holds that position there. You say you say Poppy better win, but he is dropping back from the two in front. He still has to stop though, so he could put an undercut and get another couple seconds on the cars behind. He will be in clean air since the pack will be bunched up, but he most likely will want to stay out until another safety car or VSC comes out once again, so he can get the same benefit like the other drivers did when they boxed. But yeah, so yeah, it's just, no double stacks will come from that at least, unless someone further behind does box still. Oh, that's definitely not good. I don't know how I'm not catching any of these. I'm just not expecting moves on the parts of the track that are making moves. Good as though. Goes for a lunge and a half. Goes off track. He's going to lose position to both Mercs, and scorps round. Oh! He took someone with him, I think, as well. I don't know exactly. But I think he hit some. I think he hit someone, slowed them down. I think it was Tarmax actually, because there was a gap there. MSC now overtakes Gooders. Gooders looks to move back down the outside, back down the inside, I should say, but has to back out of it. I'm doing all right, Lem. How are you? I mean, I have been doing sheets and stuff like that the whole day, so I mean, could be better, but everything getting ready for season 5 here in VFL, so I have to hurry up and get everything sorted, because we are switching a few things up. Actually, yeah, why not? I'll give a little sneak peek. I'll give a little insight to behind the scenes BTS of VFL, I shall say, whilst the race is going on. No one can stop me. I'm the only one here in the com box, unless some admins come at me on Discord and tell me to shut up, which is entirely possible. Jono has DC'd, it seems. Oh yeah, of course. You were in this championship, but then yeah, you kind of just died, which in typical Lem fashion. So yeah, Jono hasn't DC'd, but he's got the X. That's a new one. Jono sets the fastest lap in AI. Let's go. But the two Mercedes bearing down on the Williams. It's 2015 all over again. Ooh, Poppy goes wide, invites MOC into the fight. Not really helping his teammates' championship fight, but I don't know if Poppy's actually just given up with the championship. I mean, it is 23 points, 2 races left. Other than not really making mistakes, there's a bit of contact between MOC and Jono. A little bit of front wing to... Ooh, maybe Jono is in AI, but he's just set fastest lap in AI. That's fair enough. Never mind, I think it was just... I'm just trying to look at his movement. That doesn't look like human movement, plus he is very slow. He just got triple overtaked in one corner. Yeah, I think he has DC'd, so hopefully someone can get him back in. My chat isn't loading on the stream, that's always good. MOC 6 seconds behind the two out in front. Talking about the two out in front, I haven't really been talking about them. Oh! I wasn't looking at... Oh, Jesus. Well, that is a big F for him. The two Williams now scrapping. Jono obviously in AI mode. Gooders makes it through. Chizo now battling with the AI. Lovely dive bomb from the Red Bull. These two still do have to pit though. How many laps? 18 laps. Actually, I've just remembered something. On wet races, you don't have to box. They can go all 35 laps on this if their tyres are still fine and the gap is maintaining and stuff like that. Obviously, they'll box under safety car most likely, but they could go to the end on these tyres. MFC on 11 laps younger tyres. Same with Tarmac, 2 seconds behind MFC. But that could be very interesting if one of them does that. Jono... Never mind, Chizo's just died. Yep, he has definitely died. I was thinking something's wrong when Jono overtakes someone in AI mode. EKG Pantalon is now pit boxed for another set. Oh, he's signing a 5-second penalty. We'll let him do that in peace. Gooders now on the back of Poppy. Same lap, old tyres. Right behind Tarmax as well, who is on fresher tyres. Same lap old as MOC's. Scorp now overtaking Jono, back down to 8th place for him. Not sure if Jono will be able to get back in, but I don't know what is fastest lap right now. 1:18.3 from Jono. That's not a real time. Clearly it's just glitched whenever. So that I'll keep an eye out for second fastest lap, because that's clearly a glitch time. Not as good as Pantalon's 16-second Mexico lap. Time pens. There you go. 3 for Trems, Scorp, Tarmax and Oven Curry. 9 seconds for Gooders, 5 for Jono, and 14 for EKG Storm Kings. Tom's Vibin's still out ahead. I probably should switch back to interval or leader. Actually, I'll go on leader for a bit. Main to see how the gap changes between Tom's Vibin and MOC behind. I do wonder what tyres, like tyre wear everyone's on and stuff like that. Especially these front two, because they're still like maintaining the gap, if not pulling away from younger tyre drivers behind. Either they're just struggling, or yeah, surely they must be struggling. Obviously MSC didn't really have the pace at the start. He was struggling to keep up with Scorp. He was keeping within 2 seconds, but the gap wasn't really getting closer, or he was kind of just maintaining the gap at like 2 seconds. But he was faster than the two ahead. He was gaining time on the two ahead beforehand, but 22 lap old tyres now they are on. Still the gap at 7.5 seconds. I believe this will be Tom's Vibin's first win if he wins it. Obviously Oven Curry, I believe, has won in the past. Poppy in P5. Obviously MSC got pole. Fastest lap is Tarmax. No, Scorp. So obviously Oven doesn't get that. But he needs 6 points. As it currently stands, he is getting 6 points. He's exactly. Poppy needs to move up to P4 or get fastest lap here. Otherwise, Oven has won. If it stays like this, everything stays the same, Oven has won the championship, I believe. Actually, never mind, no. Unless, well, then it'll go down to head-to-head. It'll go down to head-to-head because max points is 29. But I think Oven has a better head-to-head, as you'll see. Actually, the gap has gone down quite a lot over the last lap. I'm not sure if MSC must have just found some pace, unless there's a mistake from. But I highly doubt there's a mistake from both of them. So MSC just must have. Tyres must have been rubbed in now, gotten used to the new set of tyres. Yes, Lem, that doesn't count this race though. You could have won the championship, Lem. You could have won it. Nope, you gave up. Just like your mother did 10 years ago. Sorry, that was a bit harsh. I probably should have said that. Ooh, the good has had issues. There's VSC. Tom's vibing into the box. Ivan Curry staying out. Ooh. I'm going to keep an eye on the gap here. Tom's vibing into the box. He's going to be on 12 laps on these tyres. He's going to be staying ahead of the two others. Poppy into the box as well. He's going to be maintaining position. Ivan Curry now into the lead. If it stays like this, Ivan Curry has won the championship. But VSC, it's only VSC. He's 4 seconds behind on 12 lap fresher tyres. But if we see anything, the new wets aren't the best. You kind of need to rubber them in for a few laps and then get used to them. But the delta, see how close he needs to get that delta as low as possible to gain as much time under this VSC. Yeah, he's going to be hovering around about 4 seconds most likely, maybe even more, I don't know. Scorp picks up a drive-through. Ooh. Anyone else pick up drive-throughs? No, just Scorp. 3 seconds for Tarmax. Tarmax is, yeah, overall to MOC it's 6 seconds. Yeah, MOC is gained massively on them in these last few laps. Yeah, the wet tyres of Ivan Curry has dropped off a cliff, but that whole thing there with not hit Ivan Curry not boxing, he's going to be going to the end. Can he hold the two drivers behind though? Because all he needs to do is really stay ahead of Poppy. Tom's vibing picks up 3 seconds. That's kind of thrown him out for anything, or beating MOC, that is. He can obviously he needs to get close to Tarmax and Ivan Curry. He can still beat them unless he gets close enough and pulls 3 seconds on MOC. But with this pace he's had on these last few laps, I don't think so. Tarmax picks up another 3 seconds, brings him up to 6, I believe. Obviously, him serving under the 5 seconds under the safety car, he won't be able to get them removed. Kind of just no really battles right now. It's kind of like, but it's kind of just speculation of what could happen. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that Oven's probably around puncture territory, or coming up to it very, very soon. I'm not sure if Oven uses ABS, but it seems like he's locking up. You can hear like the tile squeal and stuff like that, or at least I can. Not sure if you can. It picks up on stream. Scorp still has that drive through it, doesn't he? Yes, he does. So obviously this battle won't last for long, but still gonna hopefully put on a show. Would be nice. Have something to watch, I guess. Tom's vibing slowly, bringing that gap to the podium places behind. He only needs to stay within 3 seconds of Tarmax, and he's got him unless he picks up another penalty. MOC picking up a penalty now would definitely throw a spanner in the works. Blow the door wide open for this race, I would say. Because then Tom's vibing, I mean, I think it might be too little too late for Tom. He's not really gaining quick enough, I would say. Score picks up another 3 seconds. Who's winning tier 1 and tier 2 next season? What penalty has Owen got? Owen, I believe, is Owen. 3 seconds. So it's only yeah. Don't worry, you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I kind of knew who you were talking about anyway, so don't worry. Tier 1 and tier 2 next season. I don't know. It's a new game, so you can't really guess on who's like going to be doing well, I guess. Scorp goes in to serve his drive-through now. Well, relieves some pressure from Poppy. Still 15 seconds behind the next car though. Tom's vibing, still 3 seconds to gap. Oven now holding the... He's still holding the gap behind to around 3.5 seconds, just under. So even if he is even if he is in puncture territory, he's lost some time there. Gains it back on the straight though. Obviously the puncture territory isn't really doing much to him then. Was doing some things quite beforehand, but picks up some pace. Well, not actually. Never mind. I eat my words. The gap is coming down quite quickly. Back to the question though: Tier 1 and Tier 2 next season. I don't know really. I don't know who's moving up and who's moving down in the divisions as well, or like the tiers, I should say. Obviously we're going to have Tier 1, Tier 2 and Tier 3 next season as well, I believe. So, I mean, I'm just going to guess on who's going to be, obviously, well, Tier 1 probably won't change that much, especially at the top and stuff like that. So I'd say there could be a shake up at the top. I would like to put. I feel like my shot. Yeah, I was gonna say Cole, or to be honest, yourself as well. I was thinking one of you two maybe. Going to be like the dark horses of the season. Cole getting some very good results late in the season. You've just got a lot of pace, nice. Or Martin, and well, either one. I guess you're the same person, so I should say. But Tarmax closed up a lot on MOC. Obviously found some pace in the last couple of laps. I haven't really been paying attention. I've kind of been answering questions. So that's talking with the chat. So there's not really much going on, but Tarmax picks up another 3 seconds. That brings Tom's vibing up into the podium positions. Obviously he'll still be finishing P4 since Poppy is age behind. Yeah, I was going to say that season 2 Colt. The man who came out of nowhere. Back again. But goes straight over the curb. GX Scorp moves past Storm. So I didn't catch that. I didn't really looking at the split times. I'm kind of just looking at the 2 drivers ahead. Out here, right now. Not really much going on right now. Apart from the stuff I've missed, but that's just me being oblivious and forgetting about things. What's it, other than right on the edge of that 3 seconds. I'm just looking at his tyres, and the problem in the wet, it's so hard to tell if there's damage or like there's a lot of wear on the tyres. Especially on the wets, it's like hard to tell. Every other tyre is quite easy, because you can see the tread going on the intermediates. and obviously you can easily see the damage on the slick tyres. I have to just look. What's the slowest corner? Slowest corner is the hairpin. Yeah, I'll look then on the oven and see that. See if I can see some damage on the tyres. I guess, yeah. Oh, corn curry. It works out, I guess. I literally said I was going to do something and I didn't do it. For God's sake. I feel like, why could I just picture just like the the whole like Verstappen and stuff like that when he here the last few laps and stuff like he had his GP and stuff like that was, I'm pretty sure his name is GP, or his nickname at least, because he's absolutely terrible, Lem. He's not good. Terrible driver. Bottles everything. Absolute bottle job. Oh, that's someone in the wall. Jono gets past with P10. Trems, I believe. Just gonna pay respects to his front wing. Why? Every single time I'm not looking, Tarmac goes down the inside of MOC. Gets the move done into the hairpin. Why? Every single time I'm not looking. He literally turned into Tristan. With him looking at people retiring in the pits. Yeah, like that. Tom's Vibe picks up another 3 seconds, I believe. Are they on the same now? No, 3 seconds still the gap. So, Jesus Christ, that is going to be close. Going to be very close. But I believe, with that move, I do think Oven has won this race, unless he makes a mistake and gets another 3 seconds, or just loses time, I guess. Loses the rear end, loses time, loses traction, anything like that, which can make this gap smaller. The gap is growing, and he's on 33 lap old tyres. Good as picks up another 3 seconds. That brings him up to 15 seconds. Probably, I guarantee it was like a really good move from Tarmac as well. And I just missed it because I'm terrible at this. I've just noticed Tom's Vibing has caught up quite a lot. On this lap especially. It's kind of just been pushing, I guess. Been pushing a lot, I shall say. It's gained half a second on this lap alone. It's good as picking up another 3 seconds. Two penalties on 1 lap, I think it was, for him. Brings him up to 18 seconds now. More penalties than drivers in the race. But at least he gets the move done on the EKG Storm Kings. Brings him up to P7. Going to be trying to pull that second gap, I think he has. Yep. He's a second on him. but 2 laps to go, or well, I should say a lap and a sector to go. Gap to leader 3.7, 5.2. Ivan Curry gaining 5 positions in the race with no stop strategy. He's been on these tyres for coming up. He's going to be on these tyres the whole race. If what Steph said earlier with the whole tyre wear should be around 2% per lap, he'll be on like 70? Yeah, 70% roughly. So he's going to be near puncture territory. Actually, well, with the safety cars, so probably be on like 65 actually. So not really close to puncture territory. But yeah, I think mainly being decided. Tarmac's very much pushing for that last podium position. He's not obviously not going to gain second place. He's going to lose that to MOC, but it's going to be close between him and Tom Zweiben. He's verging on on 3 seconds. Any mistakes now in this final sector will be big. Ooh, seems Tarmac didn't get the best. Ooh, that's a big snap there. Tom Zweiben did catch it, but Ivan Curry, a masterful display, shall I say, which I believe, if I'm correct, brings him the Drivers' Championship for Tier 2, Season 4. Won the race early. MOC does get P2. Tom Zweiben does get P3 in the end. Tarmac just loses out by a 1/10.5 to the podium positions. Very good race from all 4 of them as well. Poppy, I believe him finishing P5 makes him lose the championship this time, not be able to become the 2-time, obviously winning it in season 2, not being able to recreate that in season 4. Runner up, it seems, unless something changes in the last race, obviously, which can, I guess, happen still. Ivan Curry, though, a masterful display from him today. 35 laps on the wet compounded tyre. Great race from him today. Actually, I'm going to check quickly. That's the wrong one. Fastest lap, who actually got it? Is it still Scorp? No, it was Tarmac. Yeah, Tarmac with fastest lap today, 21.3. GG's to Ivan Curry. 68% on the tyres at the end of the race. Fair play and well done to him. Everyone talking about how Oven was so fast on the tyres. Anyway, I'll go through the final grid classification, or pre-penalties I should say. But we have Ivan Curry in the McLaren go from P6 to P1, winning today in Canada. MOC dropping 1 position, finishing in P2. Tom Zweiben, after penalties are brought into the count, finishing P3, rounding out the podium positions. Tarmac's just missing out by a 1/10.5 on the podium positions. Poppy rounding out the top 5, and Scorp, after that unfortunate spin he had earlier in the race, recovers to P6. Gooders in P7. MJG in the other Haas P8. EKG Storm Kings in P9. Trems rounding out the top 10. We got Jono, Pantalon, Chizzo, Dr. Pepper, Tom Taylor, Pudnick, and God Thunder rounding out the grid. Anyway, that'll be all for today. Or should I say, well, all for tonight, I guess. That'd probably be better wording. We'll see you next week. Obviously, the new game will be out. I don't know exactly if I think we should be doing the last race. I don't know how many people will turn up. Obviously, championship is decided. Well, drivers' championship. Obviously, constructors is still within reach for a lot of teams. So I'll have to see what happens there with that. But we'll see you at Brazil for the finale. Ta-ra.